This is a satellite image of the world, showing electricity consumption in highly populated urban areas. These areas show up as the brightest on Earth because that is where the biggest cities are. But there are many more human settlements and communities living within the dark areas of this map. Tiny communities, many with limited or no access to electricity. All those communities have a light of their own. This is the light of their unique and diverse languages. Each dot on this map marks the native place of a language, even if this language is now used in more areas. Language illuminates our world. It sheds light on our identity, our struggles, and our dreams. It is through languages that we communicate with the world, define our identity, and share our histories, songs and poems, traditions and beliefs through them. Also, that we defend our rights and freedoms, and that we participate in our societies. As the world prepares for the International Decade of Indigenous Languages, UNESCO is launching the World Atlas of Languages as its contribution to preserving, revitalizing, and promoting linguistic diversity and multilingualism. The World Atlas of Languages is an innovative platform for the collection and analysis of data about the world's languages. Its goal is to draw attention to the rich but vulnerable linguistic diversity of humanity. The Atlas is a tool built to support efforts to preserve, revitalize, and promote languages by monitoring linguistic diversity around the world. Building and maintaining the World Atlas of Languages is a joint effort. It can only be accomplished by all partners collecting and contributing the most accurate, up-to-date language data and insights. This involves national governments, scholars, language communities, the public and private sectors, and international organizations, all working closely together. In this way, through collaboration and continuous updating, a picture of the world's linguistic diversity created by the UNESCO World Atlas of Languages will evolve over time, just as the languages themselves have evolved, enriched by the people who speak and sign them. The World Atlas of Languages invites us to explore information about language diversity from two perspectives. First, languages which exist in the world, regardless of where they are used, that is, signed or spoken. Second, languages used within a country. This new way of looking at languages enables development of practical guidance and tools for global, regional, and national assessments of linguistic diversity, facilitating evidence-based language policy formulation and implementation. UNESCO is calling for a radical change in the way policymakers think, plan, and act about languages. Languages matter for peace-building and reconciliation, for development and the attainment of the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development and for all human interaction. Today on the World Atlas of Languages, you can view data about a list of more than 8,300 languages around the globe, including their names, type, codes, size, location, affiliation, vitality, and endangerment situation, alongside their state of documentation compiled by scholars and linguists. Data have also been collected from nearly 100 countries in cooperation with national departments of statistics, public and research institutions mandated to work on languages as regards the languages in their territories. These data have been used to create country profiles, providing deeper information on how a language is being spoken and signed at country level across a broad range of life domains. Initial results looking at UN regions show that Asia and the Pacific, along with Africa and the Americas, are among the most linguistically diverse regions. However, a vast majority of languages, particularly those used by indigenous peoples, are in danger of falling in disuse, as they are not widely used in the public domain. For example, in administration, education, business, cyberspace, and social welfare. When that happens, language communities tend to shift to dominant country languages, in the process losing centuries of history, knowledge, cultural richness, and unique perceptions of the world. Out of more than 8,300 documented languages, only about 1,400 are recognized by national constitutions, laws, and other legal instruments. Out of about 200 signed languages, almost 100 have fewer than 10,000 signers. In addition, they have weak legal recognition. As a consequence, sign language users have limited access to basic public services, justice, natural resources, cultural heritage, as well as to technological and scientific progress. The Atlas invites you to share your data and resources, share information about upcoming events, and share the outcomes of language-related projects, as well as interacting in practical ways with other members of the global community. By working together, language communities, civil society, scholars, governments, UN organizations, public and private entities can all create innovative frameworks for the preservation, protection, and support of all languages in today's interconnected and rapidly changing world. The World Atlas of Languages will contribute to a brighter future as the world embarks upon the challenge of creating a decade of action for the world's languages and their users. 10 years to leave no one behind, no one outside.